Diana, and welcome to your restorative rest practice. Today's practice is focused on yoga for going inward. We often give so much energy outward that at the end of the day, when it is time, or even any time of the day when it is time to kind of quiet ourselves and go within, it can be difficult. So these practices are for helping us lower the blood pressure, encouraging lowering the blood pressure, bringing some awareness into our inner being, and kind of feeling the practice from the inside out. I invite you right now to find a comfortable seated position and begin to close your eyes, rotating the shoulders up, down, and back. Inhale deep in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Blowing out the mouth as if you're blowing out a birthday candle. One more inhalation in through the nose. And deep exhalation, this time sighing out the mouth. With sound. One more time like that. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale, sighing out, creating sound with the mouth. Release. And letting go. I invite you to now come into child's pose. So toes together, knees wide apart, and allow the hands to reach forward. Allowing your attention to begin to move inward. Inhaling in. Breathing into the back, the body, back of the neck, relaxing the eyes, the jaw. Relax the fingertips as they press into the ground. With every inhalation, breathing into the lower belly, loosening the lower belly. And with every exhalation, inviting perhaps the knees to widen a bit, creating more space in the hips. You might even roll back and forth on the forehead, rolling from the right side of the ear to the left side of the ear, just kind of ironing out any tension, wrinkles on the forehead, with the forehead against the mat. Beautiful. Then on your exhale, when you feel ready, walking the fingertips over, off the right side of the mat. Elongate the left hand, pressing it into the floor. Clasp palm. And then on your next inhale, pressing the right palm, crisscrossing the right wrist over the left wrist. And allowing the right fingertips to press into the floor, the weight of the right palm pressing into the left. So we go inward here in these poses, inviting the oceanic sound of the breath. Thinking of the deep inhalation, the sound of waves lapping against the shore. And then on the exhalation, noticing that sound as the waves rush back onto the shore.
using the pressure between the wrists to really elongate the left side of the body, the left hip, up and underneath the left armpit, creating space in the left side of the lung. One more breath. Then uncross your arms, walking the hands back to center. Walking the fingertips forward. You might even lift the chin up so the chin rests on the floor. Little bend in the back of the neck. Back in this neutral position. Noticing the difference between the left underarm, left side of the rib, and the right side. One more deep breath here in the center. And then we exhale, walking the hands off the left side of the mat. Pressing this time the right fingertips into the ground. Walking the right fingertips over towards the left side, as far as you can off the left side of the mat. Deep breath into the right underarm. And then on the exhale, placing the left wrist, crisscrossing the left wrist over the right. Perhaps here you'll come back to that sighing sound of the breath, inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling, sighing out. With sound. Inhale, relaxing the forehead, the jaw. Feeling the breath in the right underarm. Tracing the movement of the exhalation when you get there. From the bottom of the right waist. Notice the breath as it fills up the right side of the lungs. Beautiful. One more cycle of breath here. Then on your next inhalation, uncrossing the wrists and walking the hands back to center. Walking the hands up. Once you're feeling ready, rotate the shoulders up, down, and back. Placing the elbows onto the wrists onto the shoulders. And take some shoulder circles here, rotating the shoulders up, down, and back. Squeeze the elbows together. Exhale the elbows wide apart. Inhale, squeeze shoulders together. Up and down and back. Wide shoulders. And one more cycle like that. Inhaling. Shrug shoulders up, widening back down. And then switching directions. Squeeze, exhaling the shoulders together. Inhale. Shoulder blades kiss on the backside. Inhale. Elbows exhale together. Moving down and around. And one more cycle of breath. Inhale, shoulders up and around. Exhale. Elbows down. Wrists reach out in front of you. And we'll take some wrist circles here. Getting some movement in the wrist. Closing the eyes here. Just sensing the movement from the inside out. In one direction, switch in the other direction. Shake the wrists out. Open the wrists out to the side. Flopping the wrists out to the side. Beautiful. And then releasing the feet forward. Lengthening the legs forward, moving any flesh out from underneath the sit bones. Hips can come feet width apart. Feet can come hip width apart. And then on the exhale, bending forward at the rate, allowing the hands to reach down towards the knees, the calves. Micro bend in the knees here. Exhale, allowing the shin to move down towards the chest. With every inhalation, you might reach towards the ankles. And if it's in your wheelhouse, grabbing a hold of the ankles, the big toes, the underside of the feet if that's available. No hurry here. Just really using, allowing with every inhalation, more space in the backside of the body, especially any part that feels particularly crunchy, compressed, using the breath to fill up that back section of the heart. And particularly for me, there sometimes can be chronic tightness on the top of the shoulders. So as I press the toes into an imaginary wall in front of me, and at the inhale, I'm lengthening out of the lower back and spine. And on the every exhale, releasing, cascading, letting the belly become loose and free. Pressing in the heels into the floor while extending out of the waist. Coming back to that oceanic sounding breath, inhaling in through the nose. And on the exhale, imagining the crashing of the waves against the shore. As the breath gracefully loosens in the back of the throat, releasing. And again, inhaling, lengthening out of the lower back, head moving towards the toes. Breathing into the underside of the hips. Breathing into the front side of the hips. Exhaling forward and releasing. On the next inhalation, releasing the toes, allowing yourself to gently slide the hands back up the legs, coming to sitting. And on the exhale, scooting the back body onto the floor. Inhaling, right leg comes up into the air, right knee crisscrosses over the left, arms open out to the side, hips tick-tock to the right side, and allowing the knees to move down towards the left side of the mat. Arms extended long. Eyes closed. Gentle release of the breath. Using the inhale to find space in the lumbar spine.
the lower section of the spine. Breathing into the right side of the hip, right side of the hamstring. Following the breath from the left toes up into or the right toes up into the right shin, the knee, all the way to the right glute. And then notice with the next exhalation, can you release any tension in the lower back, lower right side of the glute? Breathing in to the right hip. Exhale, sighing out, releasing. Beautiful. Bring the knees back to center on your next inhalation. Unfurl the knees. Knees together, noticing how you feel. And on the next exhalation, breathing out the mouth, and then inhale, the left knee crisscrosses over the right. Tick-tock the hips to the left side and allow the right knee, the knees to move down to the right side of the mat. Breathing, keeping both shoulders on the floor here. Back of the hands press into the floor. Really breathing into the left big toe. Following that line of energy up through the left arch of the foot. Left inner side of the calf, all the way into the left knee. Following that spiral of energy around in the left thigh, moving to the back side of the left hamstring, left glute. Inhale in here. And then on the exhale, releasing any tension in the lower upper back, upper side of the glute. On the left side. Beautiful. One more breath here. Palms spread wide, both shoulders pressing into the ground. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth with sound. Letting the sensation move inward. And on the exhale, drawing the knees back to the center, inhaling. When you get there, unfurl the legs. Exhale, straighten the legs, knees, backs of the legs press into the ground. Allow the toes to widen out to the corners of the mat. Draw the arms down so they're parallel to the sides of the body. Back of the hands press into the floor. You might walk the shoulder blades in towards each other, allowing the back of the head to tilt up slightly, the chin tilt up slightly towards the sky, supporting and recreating that natural curvature of the upper neck, spine, the cervical spine. Inhale here into the center of your head. Exhale out the mouth. As if you're blowing a candle out. One more time, inhaling in through the nose. This time, sighing out, audible sigh. With your next breath,
Just returning to your natural breath. Allowing yourself to make sure that the head, neck, shoulders are relaxed. The legs, feet, spine relaxed. You might even begin by progressively tensing up the hands and then allowing them to let go. And tense up the toes, the legs, the calves. On the exhale, releasing and letting that go. And then lastly, scrunch up all the muscles of the face, tight, tight, tight. And on the exhale, sigh, release, and let that go. We will begin to move into yoga nidra, or rotation of consciousness around the body. At any point, if you feel your mind begin to wander, just bring it back to the sound of my voice. Relaxing the whole body. Relaxing the whole body. The whole body is relaxed. Breathe out all of your tension, worries, and weariness. Feel that you're becoming very heavy. The body, heavy and relaxed. Become aware of the parts of the body which I will begin to name, but no need to move them. Just feel the parts and follow my voice. It's okay if you drift off to sleep. Become aware of the right hand. The right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth, little finger, the whole right hand, whole right arm, shoulder, right side of the chest, waist, hip, whole leg, whole right leg, right foot, the toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of the right toes together, the whole right foot. Now move to the left hand. Become aware of the whole left hand. Thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, the whole left hand, whole left arm, shoulder, left side of the chest, waist, hip, whole left leg,
the left foot, the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 toes together. The whole left foot. Feeling the 2 feet together, 2 legs together, the small of the back, the stomach, the chest, the 2 shoulder blades, left arm, right arm, the 2 arms, the neck, head, scalp, forehead, eyes, right ear, left ear, nose, right cheek, left cheek, both sides of the face, the mouth, the lips, tongue, teeth, chin, the whole face, the whole head, the whole neck, the whole back, the 4 limbs, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Feel the contact between your body and the floor. Be aware of the back of your head where it touches the floor, back of your shoulders, back of your arms, buttocks, calf, muscles, heels. Aware of the whole body, and at the same time, aware of your inner world. Feel that you are breathing. Feel the breath. Feel that you are breathing in a lovely, transparent, iridescent bubble. Every time you breathe in, the bubble expands. Every time you breathe out, the bubble contracts. Breathing in, you're radiant, iridescent. Bubble expands. Every time you breathe out, the bubble contracts. Now count the number of breaths backwards from 10 to 1 to 0. Take your time. Starting at 10, you begin. careful not to miss a breath. If you lose counting, go back to 10. Wherever you are, now let that go. Now, bring your attention back to the body, feeling the body relax, the intention focused inward, the body resting, relaxed on the floor. Visualize the body, your body in the room where it is. Visualize your surroundings. Notice any familiar smells. The temperature of the room. Any taste lingering on the tongue. Notice any sensation. Noticing any colors behind the eyelid. Noticing how relaxed you feel. Making concerted effort to know at any time you can come back to this feeling of relaxation in your inner world. Simply by counting backwards, breathing into your bubble, counting from 10 to 0. When you feel ready, feel free to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. If you have time to stay here in this relaxation, feel free. If not, extend your awareness through the breath to every part of the body. And as you inhale, feeling your life force, your breath animating, moving that sense of relaxation from the inward part of your being to the outward extension of your physical body. Take a long, slow, deep inhalation. And on exhale, blowing out the mouth, becoming aware of your physical existence. Externalize your attention. And when you're ready, Roll over to your right side, preparing to sit up. Take your time. There's no need to hurry. Sitting up slowly, placing the hands in front of the heart, palms pressed together. In this gesture of gratitude, chin dropping towards the chest. Focusing the attention inward, knowing that you have the power to move with your focus from the inside out. The practice of yoga nidra and this healing practice is now complete. Namaste and Ashe. If you found any benefits from this practice, please feel free to like, subscribe, or share. You can always come back by bookmarking this practice and practicing this healing art of yoga nidra or yogic rest to restore your inner world at any time. Namaste.